I'm really gonna miss you.
The Portuguese language has many special traits, but the word saudade is one of many that makes it truly unique. United by a historical bond, the sea brought together very different cultures and traditions. From the plains in Africa to the beaches in Brazil or the mountains in Portugal, the Portuguese Empire was founded on a feeling as old as the history of mankind: saudade. Saudade comes from the Latin solitate, which translates to loneliness. It is the feeling of longing, melancholy, nostalgia, sadness, and happiness for someone or something that is absent. It describes a deep emotional state, a yearning for happiness that has passed or perhaps never even existed.
Oh god, this is good. My first french fry in 8 years.
Love you so much. I just miss you. It's as simple as that.
Our brain has a big influence when it comes to feeling saudade. During the start of a relationship, our brain stops helping us from making judgmental calls before making decisions. Therefore, it prevents us from having negative thoughts about our partner. Essentially, our brain tricks us into liking everything about them and getting us addicted to them. When our partner leaves, being it forever or for a short period of time, we are left feeling addicted to them. When this happens, we can't be with them, so we go through withdrawals, or saudade.
Part of me is still waiting for Margaret to come back. I mean, I don't still have feelings for her, but I do in a way. It's like this thing that's inside of me, and it's always just sort of sitting there, waiting around. And sometimes I'll see something, or I'll smell something, and it makes me think of her, even though I don't want to.
Generally, saudade can cause sadness, but it can also cause happiness. It depends on what you miss, and if what you miss still exists. Missing someone or something when they are around can be considered saudade that is healthy, but when they're not, that's when we truly miss them. When you lose someone, every little thing can remind you of them, their favorite food, a smell, something you both did regularly, and so on. Missing someone or something that is no longer there, that doesn't exist in that current space and time, becomes insatiable.
My wife used to fart when she was nervous. She had all sorts of wonderful little idiosyncrasies. You know, she used to fart in her sleep. Oh, Christ. But Will, she's been dead 2 years, and that's the shit I remember. Wonderful stuff, you know? Little things like that. Yeah, but those are the things I miss the most. The little idiosyncrasies that only I knew about. That's what made her my wife.
Despite this, and as previously mentioned, saudade can also be a source of happiness. When you miss your favorite food, or you miss playing video games, or going out, it isn't something you miss so much that could cause you to feel sad and cry. Neither would it create a sense of emptiness within you. It is something you desire to do because you simply haven't eaten, played, or gone out for a while. Saudade that is healthy, or is positive, is the little things you miss every other day. It's smelling something and relating it to someone. It's when you miss going to the movies, when you miss driving, when you miss grandma's cooking, and so on.
I'm sure gonna miss this place too.
And I remember the taste of fry pan stew. I never thought I'd miss that stuff so much.
Saudade can be felt through paintings, poems, and other forms of art. One of the most common ways the Portuguese experience it is through writing, as there are countless poems about it. Therefore, this word was written hundreds, if not thousands of times, differently every time, as every author had their own handwriting. I created my own version of the word, when written, as an attempt of expressing the feeling it causes. By not actually writing parts of the letters, I would be expressing loneliness when staring at one single letter, but I would also be expressing the opposite when looking at them side by side. Saudade is an attribute that shapes your personality. It is the beautiful nostalgic moments you possess that allow you to remember your past with both happiness and sadness.
Eso es la nostalgia. Descubrir que las cosas del pasado que entonces ni siquiera sospechabas que eran la felicidad, sí lo eran.
Remember when you used to put your arms in your shirt and told everyone you had no arms? You'd sleep with all your stuffed animals, so none of them got offended. You'd had that one pen with 6 different colors, and you'd try to push all the buttons at once. You'd pour soda into the bottle's cap and pretend you're taking shots. And how you'd watch the raindrops on your car window and pretend you were having a race. Remember when we were kids and couldn't wait to grow up?